dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Now it's truth or dare. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Now it's truth or dare. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare.
Yo, it's your boy Eazali done. FANATICz. Check this out. Tomorrow's the big day. You know why tomorrow's a sad day? It's a beautiful and sad day at the same time. It's a Super Bowl, right? It's Super Bowl week. Tomorrow's Super Bowl Sunday. Because for a lot of football fans, this is like the worst time of the year. After Super Bowl's over with, ain't no football until September. It's September, bro. You're like, for real, ugh. I like basketball. I love basketball. You know what I mean? But, man, I don't pump the same type of blood for. I'm a Lakers fan in the NBA, and I love the Miami Heat, right? And then college basketball, I love the Duke Blue Devils. Like, them squads. They're my squads. I love them niggas. Maybe because I just ain't in love with the Duke team this year. We'll talk about them too. But I do fuck with this kid Cooper Flag. We'll talk about him. He gonna be the number 1 pick. I already know it. I seen him play. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say because we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. That's another FANATICz. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Listen, what gonna make me enjoy this game? All due respect to Patrick Mahomes. You is one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen play. No bullshit. Like, your ability to throw on different platforms, your arm strength, your leadership, you feel me? Outstanding. Off the charts. Your ability to create a time for your receivers, outstanding. Like, you had a down year this year and still played better than like 90% of the league quarterbacks. And that's only because the receivers, he just can't, the Chiefs receivers can't stay healthy. But they got healthy enough. The only one that didn't come back is Rice. And that's the one that was about to be the up-and-coming superstar. He had a season-ending injury. But all them other boys, Hollywood Brown, perfect timing, came back. Juju Smith-Schuster, perfect timing, came back. Then you went and signed Hopkins, right? And your first rounder out of Texas, like, all of a sudden, that unit looking pretty good right now. That's crazy. That time is outstanding. You feel me? Like, he get his receiving core together, you're going to see Mahomes is nothing to play with as a quarterback. That nigga raw. That nigga raw, bro. For real. But it's the same relationship I had with Tom Brady. You just get tired of seeing a nigga win. I had the same issue with Michael Jordan. You know? I was a Penny fan when Mike played. It wasn't until Mike walked away that you realize that we just witnessed greatness. And that's what people wanted you to see with this Patrick thing. Because if they win 3 in a row, that's history. You know, I'm still kind of sore too. Because last year, I'm a 49er. See, it's Niner gang, bang bang Niner gang for real in here. You might see this Michigan. You gonna see the 49er flag on the other side of the room, boy. I got 49er hats everywhere in my house. I got 49er cups and plates in the what's name in my kitchen. Don't play with me. What? I got 49er flag in my office at my job. That first thing I got a 49er nameplate. They be thinking my last name's St. Louis, but they be like, what you from? St. Bitch, my name's St. Louis. But you don't see that 49er symbol next to it? Tighten up. Tighten up. But, so, if you already know, we played them niggas last year in the Super Bowl, and once again, we lost to them twice in Super Bowl, bruh. We lost to them in 2020. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bruh. So, you know I don't like these niggas. Like, I don't like them. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. And had to lead both times. I'm trying not to blame Kyle because he's been there twice. See, the Niners ain't letting him go yet, but I feel like he needs to get that defense to, he's a great offensive mind, but he needs a defense to make up for his errors when he freezes up as a coach. He needs a defense just so game-breaking. That's the only way I think we're going to win a Super Bowl. But this is not about the Niners, it's about Kansas City. and how much I need Philadelphia to win the Super Bowl. Philly. Okay, first of all, Saquon. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Just because of I'm the type of person I like change, and you shake shit up, right? I would have gave Saquon the MVP. That dude carried the Eagles, man. When your running back doing what he do, come on, bro. We get that shit to the quarterback too much. Because if you're going to go by quarterback, then Lamar Jackson should have won. His stats were better. But I watched my little sports shows, and they break it down that the MVP ain't about stats. It's about value to the team. That's why it's called the most valuable player, right? And Josh Allen was like that piece that Buffalo couldn't replace and had a monster season. You know what I mean? That's why he won the MVP. But that same argument could be made for Saquon because the Eagles would not even touch half them wins without Saquon. He ate everybody up in the playoffs, man. I'm seeing like that nigga had a monster playoff just going up to this shit, bro. Outstanding, man. That nigga fire, bro. I've been loved that nigga. My only issue with him was his health. He stayed hurt, but when he healthy, dog, you don't see a dude with that kind of package. His size and speed is out of worldly. The man is like 225 pounds and runs with the best of them, bruh. Elite speed, cut back, juke game. Like, man, so let's talk about how Philly can win this game. I believe Saquon gonna eat. If he don't eat, he gonna make his presence felt. Kansas City got a good defense, y'all. First of all, let me say that. That's why they've been winning Super Bowls. They don't get enough credit how good they are defensively, man. These dudes have been an elite defense the last, 5 years. Like, once Tyreek Hill left, they had to switch their whole... They were explosive offense with Tyreek. Because you see what Tyreek do. When he's at the Dolphins right now, their offense is gangster as fuck. That's how raw that nigga is. He's a game changer. His speed makes you shift your whole defense to him, which opens up everything else, right? So Kansas City had him. They were blowing up the scoreboard, man. 40, 30 points a game. Easy. Mahomes, that's why he got 3 MVPs already, because he was launching bombs away, Tyreek. And he had other little guys. And Kelsey. Can't forget Kelsey. Hall of Fame, first ballot, tight end. Right? Tyreek go. But while Tyreek left, they've been piecing together their defense. They hire Spagnuolo, who is, if y'all don't know Spagnuolo, this is the man. Well, he ain't win both the Super Bowls against Tom Brady. He won one of them. He won the one with Tom and them was the undefeated team up into that game. And he put together a masterful defensive, as a defensive coordinator for the Giants. And you saw that game. It ate up Tom. Defensive line was out of this world. Strahan, Newman Ura, Justin Tuck, Pierre Paul. What's the other African boy name? They had Kiwanuka. If I mispronounce that defensive line, I never seen a defensive line stacked like that. They had a rotation of defensive ends out. You could take one out and another. Like Strahan's a first ballot Hall of Famer. All them niggas was just as raw as him. They just didn't last like Strahan did. Strahan played a long time. All them niggas was raw as hell. Chris Canty in the middle. That shit was stupid, bro. They were just blitzing Tom. Sometimes they put all them out there, all the defensive ends. Just let Tuck play in the middle and let I'm not sure which other ones could play inside. And man, Tom didn't stand a chance. They was sacking Tom like he didn't stand a chance. He tried though. He fought. That boy a gangster. He don't like to lose. That's why he won. He wins. He gets hot when he loses. I'm talking about Eye of the Tiger. Mahomes got the same thing. You feel me? But Kansas City's defense is the X factor. They shut down. It's all up. It's not all up to Saquon. It's really Jalen Hurts. Because Saquon is going to, if they don't get it going with him, Jalen need to step up anyway. See what I'm saying? if he do get it going with him, Jalen don't make no mistakes. Play good. You know what I mean? Make some plays. Compliment him. Because when he plays well with Saquon, you can't beat Philly. And this is his second Super Bowl, and his first Super Bowl was against Kansas City, bro. These people are running the NFL right now. It's always a team, man. Every decade runs the NFL. Every decade. In the 80s, it was the 49ers. In the 90s, it was the Dallas Cowboys. In the 2000s and the 2010s was the Patriots. You know what I mean? Now it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, you got to get it paid. They won 7 Super Bowls in 20 years. That's a dynasty. That's a long-ass running dynasty. See how long Brady played? Brady came in. He came in 98, so, yeah. He left in, 2000, and he left the Patriots, 2021. Yeah. He was there 20 years. He played, 22 seasons in the NFL? Something like that. He played 3 with Tampa, but the rest was with Philly. I mean, the Patriots, excuse me. So, won 7 Super Bowls in that, 6. Excuse me, 6. But still, 6 in 20 years, they ran that era. They ran the 2000s. You know, you had some teams that competed. Baltimore. You know what I mean? Denver they had a back-to-back but that was the end of the 90s. You know, the Patriots won. Yeah, man, the Patriots, bro. They ran it. Brady was on top of the league. Even if they didn't win it, they were competing. That was for 2 whole decades, bro. Now it's about to be Kansas City, and it might be for 2 whole decades. Because Mahomes, really since 2020, because that's when he won his first one. You know what I mean? He got 2. This is number, yeah. So, and he young. He's 29, so you don't even gonna play good another, for sure, 10 years. And all it's gonna be Kansas City. He's gonna retire Chief. I hope he don't do Tom fucked up to me. When he went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl, he should retire right then and there. That one Super Bowl, that was ice on the cake. He made a point. He didn't need Belichick, but he played 1 more year, and they still went to the playoffs in 2-something years after he won. He had a real good year the next year, and then the next year they kind of fell off, and then that's when he walked away. They still went to the playoffs, though. But back to the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts got to be A1. But Kansas City's defense, if they shut down Saquon and make Jalen Hurts beat them, and they got good corners. Listen, Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for Kansas City, is a legend, bro. Andy Reid's a legend. I promise you, he's gonna keep paying Spagnuolo. He's gonna make it hard for an organization to take him from him. Every year, he gonna tell them, the owner of the Chiefs, just pay him, bro. Make him the highest paid assistant coach, because the dude is a beast, bro. Kansas City defense is nice for real. They're up there, top 5. Philly got the best defensive league. Kansas City's 2 or 3. Seriously, it's just 2 elite defenses. Philly defense fired too, but I don't think Mahomes gonna see that shit, because Mahomes is just my Niners defense was the best in the league last year, one of the best, and they ran through us. We were the best in that first time we played too. We stayed with a defense. So that's why I said we gotta take it to another level. We need to make a gangster signing to make it we on the Eagles level. We coming to be the best defense. We went and we re-signed our defensive coordinator that was for us when we went to the Super Bowl that first time, if I'm correct. Or I know Robert Saleh was our defensive coordinator. I don't know if it was that time we went to Super Bowl the first time, but he fired. They went and got him right back. He got fired from the Jets as a head coach. Come back to we love you over here, boy. Hope they make some moves to grab. I'm hearing rumors about Myles Jarrett. It's another discussion because this is about a Super Bowl. But back to what I stated, Jalen Hurts is the key to the game, both sides. Because Kansas City is Kansas City, bro. Only thing I want to say this too for Kansas City, I do love this man, Chris Jones. He does not get enough praise. This man is a Hall of Famer, bro. First ballot Hall of Famer. Their defensive tackle. He's a reason why they're a defensive team now. Superstar. He's right behind Aaron Donald as far as where you would these great defensive tackles. That boy is first ballot Hall of Famer. He's been there for all these Super Bowls just like Mahomes has and Kelsey. He's been there the whole time. Like, I remember he had that year when they first went that year. That man had like 16 sacks. He's a defensive tackle. Since then, that shit slowed down because that's when the world saw this dude is raw. He is, man. He's that good, bro. He can come from the edge, the inside. That dude don't get enough respect, bro. That dude is like, seriously. But he don't care because he's a Hall of Famer. That shit is in the books. Seriously. And they just gave him a contract extension. They played with him for a little while, and they won a Super Bowl last year. See? You played, and that was why they won their defense, bro. Like, their defense, why they won. Mahomes' numbers ain't been crazy, but when it's time for playoffs and championships, he steps up, though, because he played good last week against Buffalo. He did. He made the plays they needed to make. And Andy Reid, so the key is for Philly to win is Jalen Hurts. Kansas City to win is to make Jalen Hurts. It's to stop Saquon and make Jalen Hurts make mistakes. Because Jalen Hurts can play very mediocre, or he can play like a superstar. See, that's the key. The Chiefs want him to play like he's mediocre, but they got to stop Saquon too. You know what I mean? And then the Eagles are going to play like a superstar. And hopefully Saquon does what he does. But that's my Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Eagles. But I'm not going to, if the Kansas City wins, I'm going to salute them winning 8-3. I'm not going to cry about conspiracy. I'm tired of doing that. It's probably real. The NFL make money when you got a franchise. That's why I was talking about with every decade, it's always been a team that's been the face of the NFL. And I didn't go back to the 70s when it was Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? It's always been one team that ran that decade. And really since Brady was the face of the NFL. Now it's funny though, right? Because Peyton damn near is as famous as he ever been, and he don't play no more. He doing all type of commercials with the NFL and doing Pro Bowl stuff, and man, that man doing his thing. I salute him. He got a great television personality. He could do a talk show easy, and we would watch it. Yeah, he got a personality. I always love Peyton. I grew up in Tennessee, man. I saw him have the Tennessee Vols raw as fuck, but he couldn't beat Florida. But I grew up in that. And then T. Martin came behind him and finally won one because his team was better than Peyton's. You know, Peyton's defense wasn't as raw as the one T had. You know? But Peyton showed you in the NFL career, like, come on, man, he was a better quarterback. Come on now. And he still go back to Tennessee and show love. But I got mad respect for that dude. Hall of Famer. No question. So I'm going to argue he is one of the greatest. You can't put him over Tom or Mahomes because he only won 2. And that second one is defense. But he got 2. He's first ballot Hall. He already in the Hall of Fame. His brother got snubbed, but that's another conversation. So y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. Hopefully as long as it ain't no Seattle situation where some obvious play should have been called and wasn't, made it look like some goddamn conspiracy. Because that shit with Seattle still talked about to this day. All them boys on TV now too. Richard Sherman, Lynch, they still talk about that play, bro. The non-handoff. It's crazy, bro. The shock of my life watching football, how you don't give this man Marshawn Lynch the ball at the 1. So that's why I be getting in my feelings with the possibility of conspiracies. I do, man. I'm sorry. Like, who in their right mind would not get a ball to their running back right there? That's crazy. But sometimes they call crazy plays at the goal line. It ain't always. I've watched a lot of football. Buffalo did it last week in the AFC Championship game, kept going for 4th down and 1s, trying to sneak in. And that's why I'm like, Chris Jones don't get no respect. Y'all know it's Chris Jones y'all trying to run on, right? He's sitting there right there lined up. This all-world defensive tackle destroying your quarterback sneaks. Call something else. So, y'all enjoy Super Bowl. All right? It's your boy Eazali done.